Hey yo, we is live. Episode 38. H.O.M.E. The Fox episode. Which can only mean Fox is in the building. Fox, please say something so they know you here and we not
What up? What up? What up? Fox is here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. KK. Hey. Bumbaclat.
Julz motherfucking Jones.
How you doing today?
What up, boy?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good.
You doing well?
I'm doing well as well.
All right, my sister. I hope you are staying safe in these trying times, and we are here to part about it. Are you here, sister?
I'm here with you.
All right. I also have Connie, the lovely and beautiful Connie, with me. Connie, can you just wave at all the Janky Ramblers out there?
Hey, guys.
Hey. Shout out to the Creek. Shout out to Somerville and all the nice areas with your 8A schools, 7A schools, and your nice parks and your water parks and your waterfront lawns. We love it. I was playing, but that's for real. That's when I first met Connie. I said, "This is a nice neighborhood." All right. All right. So I also have my favorite co-host in the world, Shifty Rogers, on the line. What's up, Shifty Rogers? How you doing out there, brother?
Yo.
I said yo. Now, are you oh, you got another Crew Love shirt? Are you're not paying full price?
What? That's old, man. Come on, man.
Nah, man, you can't be paying
I'm
full
paying
price.
full price.
You ain't paying retail. You getting it wholesale.
I pay full price.
I like that. I like that
price,
Crew Love
man.
hat, B. I definitely love that Crew Love hat. All right, so without no further ado, we're gonna get started. We got a very hot topic. First of all, there's some shootings going on in the USA, so we want to talk about that. I have Fox here. That means Playboys is in the building. That means I might have to open up a catalog for the intro song. Shifty Rogers.
They say you might gotta open a catalog up, man.
Man. All right, Fox. Can you
Show them what Fox Pen do, man.
Can you remember where you was at in 07, I want to say, when you was when we was writing things like Holding On?
Oh man, right.
Let me not go any further, man. This is Holding On featuring Normally B, featuring Reese Boy, a young, how old was I? 17, 16, 17 year old Julz. You know what I'm saying? Second verse, but Fox comes in with the first verse. I love it, man. And Fox, you had to be all of what? Maybe 19?
Probably like 19, yeah, 19.
Wow.
Yeah, just jumping out there, man. 19.
Who else gonna bring it in?
She think I'ma replace her with Monet. Tell me how could when she know she my soulmate. She know she my homemade. And sometimes she walk away, I get upset. But she always come back and give me sex. And we listen to Neo. We go to paradise and places that she ain't never seen before. The reason for I'm in the streets for no lies. No surprise, even if you close your eyes. Tad teardrops if your heart ever cried. You put the spotlight on me, baby. Why shine? Why grind for you? By the way I cop front row city ticket too. The heat is through. I'm about to turn the flame down and cop a ring for you. I could break down and sing for you. Dr. Seuss, I got a thing or two for. I be one to ignore, but I still answer the call.
Baby, my baby, I know you see me, I know on the daily, Hey, money till my hands be aching, till my hands, Lately you've been tripping, stop complaining, I'm just saying, I'm making it last. Holding on and on, I'll keep holding on.
one. She said, now you know me, Julz, I ain't the confrontational one. And it's cool that you making you some, but boy, you better make love to me before you make a new blood. Then she started hesitating, finally she stayed. She can feel my dick inside her, but my heart seem away. Wait, get your balance, hold the rail. You tripping, you blinded by the shining, but I'll repair your vision. It's me and you, fuck the world and other women. We went from living room chilling to Ed Hardy linen. Tell me you ain't see different, girl. I'm out here dying to give you a good living. I might not recognize when you here, but I promise you I will die if you missing. But I've been saving paper chasing for a reason. So if you don't complain and get the keys and we leaving.
Baby, baby, I know you see me out here on the daily. Making money till my hands be aching, Lately you've been tripping, stop complaining. I'm just saying, I'm making it last. Keep holding on and on. I'll keep holding on and on. I'll keep holding on. I'll keep holding on.
Money making occupation, gotta get it, gotta make it. It's my favorite paper, chasing money on every basis. Smiling faces, want my bread. Company that I bust your head. I told you I ain't scared when it come to my fucking bread. Nigga, yeah, count it out, stacks on big. I'm trying to get this money all the way to my neck. My checks on check, knock it looking fresh. I won't be the man if it take more or less. That's the best way I know. For pesos on the road, never cry out on them hoes. I tell you what I know, just keep it on the low. Cause them crackers on the road, and I got my nigga now for 3 years or more.
I keep holding on. I keep holding on. Baby, my baby. I know you see me out here on the daily.
All right. That's a classic record.
Uh-huh.
That's before streaming sites. Please don't ask me for the download link. You heard? Shout out to Normally B. Shout out to Kevo. Shout out to EADYTOwn. Shout out to Janky Land. Shout out to the Low Country. Shout out to the 843, 803, 864, 704. I can keep going down the list. Shout out to my baby Kalia out there in the 757. How you doing, my love? I'll be foots in the sand real soon. Yeah, man. And it's co-host. We got some things to discuss. What's good?
Let's go. Let's get to it, man.
What's up, Julz?
Yeah, hi. So, Kenosha County Courthouse was set on fire, but there was something that happened before that. There was a shooting involving a young black male. KK, do you have anything on this story? Because you know I'm not the best journalist in the world, but I got a few things to talk about today.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure most of us at this point, if we have social media, we kind of know the situation, which is a man, Jacob Blake, black man, was breaking up a fight between two women, and the police were called because of, I'm guessing, the fight or, you know, whatever that situation was. And when the police arrived, allegedly, he was like, okay, well, of course, you know, we already know how police tend to be. They show up to a situation ready to arrest when it comes to black people versus ready to de-escalate. So I'm guessing they came in hot and he realized, okay, let me get up out of this. I was just trying to break up a fight. And then, of course, just being a black man, you know, not bowing down to the police, they probably, is what it seems like from the video, is they were trying to get him to either comply with their orders or like put him in handcuffs, detain him or whatever. And he wasn't going for it. So he went to his vehicle, I'm guessing to leave or to get with his children, because if I'm not mistaken, his children were in the vehicle. And the police shot him basically multiple times in his back. And he's paralyzed now, you know, to make a long story short.
Well, this is very, very, very sad. So, first of all, we want to say, you know, to all parties involved, we hope there's some kind of peace and justice for the family, for him. It's sad for the kids that were involved. I'm gonna give Fox the headphones so that y'all can check in with him on this. Cause I want to get his thoughts. And it's sad that we have to start our podcast, especially the Fox episode, with such a trying, just such a nasty topic. Damn, how many times can we go through this? But let me pass the headphones. Fuck. Mm-hmm. So you're going to be able to hear KK, and you're going to be able to hear Shifty Rogers. I'll be moderating as well. Mm-hmm. The Ramblers can hear you through the mic. We want to just hear your initial thoughts. Did you happen to see the video?
No, I did.
Okay. Connie, did you see the video?
Yeah.
Okay. What was your initial thoughts on the video?
The sad part is, it's like you kind of know what's going to happen.
Tell her talk up a little bit.
Go ahead.
Okay, sorry. So since we've been through this before, same videos, same instances, we kind of know what the end game is going to be. As traumatic as it is, I feel like we've kind of numbed ourselves to these things. And so when he asked me what's my initial feelings, is when I see it in the beginning, the first thing is, okay, I know what's going to happen. And the sadder part is that I know what's going to happen after this, is that there isn't going to be an arrest, that there will be protests, that there will be boycotts, and there will be riots. But what we don't know is that going to change anything? And so I saw all that within the first 5 minutes of this video.
That's very, very true. Shifty Rogers, what's your initial thoughts?
Man, another one. They ain't playing fair, man. We gotta protect ourselves, man. They ain't playing fair, man. They shoot you for no reason.
Okay.
It's sad, man.
KK, does this bother you at all? Does this worry you?
It doesn't worry me any more than, just I've already been aware and, I think James Baldwin made a point, I'm just paraphrasing, that basically to be woke and Black in America is to always be basically in distress or something of that sort. Mm-hmm. So it's just, we know this exists. So at some point we have to do something individually and as a group to stop these things. Obviously, KK? Well, individually, what we can all do is exercise our Second Amendment. It's a reason it's the Second Amendment. If you think about America, the First Amendment is what? Your right to say what you want and your freedom of speech. And what backs that up? Your Second Amendment, your right to bear arms. So we need to bear fucking arms, period. So I think as individuals, we need to bear arms, not just bear arms, but invest in protective gear. We invest in shoes, we invest in clothes. Why not invest in bulletproof vests? Why not invest in Kevlar to protect those in your home? So we need to be prepared for anything, not just, if it is a shootout, but we need to be prepared for anything. And then also on a group level, we have to start practicing group economics, and we have to start voting together, even if it's on a small level first, voting for council members that we know we trust, that, that want to see good policy for us. And then on a larger scale, we have to vote not always Democrat. Like, I know Black people love Democrat, but we have to on all levels just think differently and look at independent candidates. For example, there's a Black woman running for presidency right now, and she's independent. And most people don't even know about her. Her name is Jade Simmons. But things like that, she's not no one is in her pockets. She's actually got a lot of policies that we want, but yet she doesn't have the marketing behind her, and she's not Democrat or Republican. So it's like we believe we have the lesser of two evils all the time. And sometimes as Black people, we're creative in every facet except for our own freedom. So why not get creative with that shit? Quit voting Republican and Democrat and start making our own parties, or start going independent. Start getting creative. Instead of sliding on your ops, slide on these white people. Right. Instead of selling drugs in your neighborhood, sell drugs on PWI campuses, like at predominantly white institutes. Sell drugs there. They got the bread for it. Stop selling drugs in your own neighborhood. Okay, sell them. Crack is a hard drug. That's not that much different than selling perk 30s to a white boy, or like selling like Adderall to them. Like sell Adderall to the soccer mom instead of selling crack to your friend's auntie.
Right.
Like we have to just think differently.
Hey, well, can I say this?
Feel Fox.
Well, yeah,
you ready to chomp at the bits about this?
I do, and personally, like, well, I mean, me, I don't know too much about the story specifically, but you know, I have a son myself. You know what I mean? So I feel like sometimes this is a personal attack. Every young man, every black young man, you know, I take it as a personal attack. You know, but you know, some things I notice when we talk about coming together, we have to really understand what we coming together for. Personally, this is just my opinion. You know, you have to remember we are in America. You know what I mean? We in a land that's not native to us. You feel me? And once you recognize that, then you can understand what I call it orientation. What you understand what your first focus should be. Because if you understand everybody that comes here in America, or either, you know, as an immigrant, of course, but they keep their orientation, you know. So once we remember that, I believe that would allow us to unify under one code, and everything else that we may step into, whether that's voting, church, Muslim, you will still remember that one black code. See, we have to remember that, you know. We have to come together as one first, and remember what we doing and why we doing it. And that's Africa, you know what I mean? We doing this for Africa. That's our motherland, and we never gonna get justice in America. Personally, that's what I feel. We'll never get justice in America until we understand the first objective.
What's that?
Get home straight first. You know, we say that. You know, when you go through the system,
sure your front door clean.
Right? We learn that in all. You're right. So we learn that in everything that they teach us, or that we go to school for. Mom tell us, right? You know, learn this. Get this right first. Get home straight, and then you can go.
So you're speaking home metaphorically.
Home. As in Africa. Africa.
You for, yeah.
Africa. See, the thing about it is everything that drives this economic, this global economy, right, comes from our home, and we get no benefit of that. Not just us. Every black in the diaspora, they get no benefit of that. So if you notice, not just in America, but in other places, they have injustices. Black people, you know, the same thing that we going through here, they're going through the same thing over there. No matter where black people at, you know. And when we can recognize that we are at the bottom everywhere we go, but we give everything to the world, then we can understand that it's some things that the first thing we got to remember, home. And I don't want to go too hard on that, but I want to say ain't nothing wrong with voting. But we see what happened in the last election, and that's kind of scary. And I understand why the babies don't want to do that.
Interesting.
How you feel about voting, Fox? Get your shit off.
Interesting.
How you feel, Fox? Get your shit off.
Yeah, talk.
How you feel about voting?
I'm 32.
Yeah, get your shit off.
I'm 32.
Talk.
You know? Well, let me say this. Let me just get this off then. All right. Let me deal with the kids first, the babies. All right. I feel like the reason James Baldwin said this. All right, KK. I want to pose this to you. James Baldwin also said this, right? As long as
how you just gonna talk to KK all greasy? Wait a minute.
No.
Hey, you know. Listen, when she said this shit about voting, I know Fox was ready to get off. Go ahead, Fox.
Listen, KK, I respect KK. Listen,
KK got her points on that shit. Yeah, I don't do the politics now.
Because if we
she's in the politics now.
People don't understand what black really is. But let me say this, all right? James Baldwin also said this, right? He said he was kind of going off. It was when he was in front of a large white council, Caucasian council, and he was just basically going in and he was just trying to explain that as long as a son sees his father in a situation that his father cannot get himself or his people out of, even if he get himself out of it, but not his people as a whole, and I'm paraphrasing, of course, he was trying to explain to them that the son would never really have respect for the father. And what he was trying to explain in front of a large crowd of people who didn't understand the black struggle was that you guys have already put us in a situation where the young rebel against the old. So now let me deal with the voting thing. The reason why
electoral vote.
Let me build. Why the young kids they ain't feeling that. They tried with Obama. They tried, but when they realized it didn't go their way, they was like, man, they done with that. You know. And what I'm saying is, if you just look at the numbers, right, and you look at the black children voting, they don't want to do the voting thing no more, and because they don't see no out in that. And I really
they benefit.
Yeah, we went out there and we fought 5 votes, and I say we as in our ancestors and the people before us. You know, I'm a part of that. You're right. I say that we went out there and we fought for the vote. You know. And I felt like that kind of told we separated from ourselves, and once again our orientation was, and we start feeding the economy that really didn't have a place for us, where we was a third of a human already in this system, or we was already a slave in this system, or we was already in debt to this system, and now the system is in debt to us. But we have to understand we can't vote for humanity, and you can't vote for human rights. You know, you can't ask for you to treat me right on paper.
You can't ask for your rights.
Right. So
no, and here's the thing. I completely agree, but I feel like there's 2 fronts. Yes, we do need to get more in touch with Africa and where we came from there, because honestly, Christianity is fucking us up, and that's some Western European American shit. But right. I think we need to tap more into building Africa.
It's already built.
Africa it's independent. No, I'm talking about for us, like as in the black people there, because a lot of white people are benefiting from Africa. Right. So I agree, Africa does need our help and everyone's help, Arabs. And Asians, absolutely. But everyone has their pie. Everyone has their hand in the pie, except for us, except for the corrupted black people there, unfortunately. So I agree, but I feel like it's 2 fronts.
I won't call them corrupted.
Just throw water on that fire when we're on fire here too. So it's like it's like when you're in an airplane and they tell you fix your mask first before you can help the next person. We are here. This is our home. I don't know about you, but like I'm American. I might be Black American as they want to put it, but I'm American as fuck. Right. Like I've sacrificed for this country by joining the military. My parents sacrificed for this country. We've had ancestors that sacrificed, bled, and died here. So I am American, but I also understand I am Black.
Because you fought for the country, right, KK?
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Well, it's just different because I understand this is our shit. We built it. It's ours. I'm not letting them have this.
Well, if we going into the history, then if you go into the history, okay, we did more. See, that's what I'm saying. If you tell your children that we built this country, and you right, KK, I'm not banging on you. I'm just got to say this as well, because I like to talk to the baby, and I like to give it to them real and raw. I'm gonna say this: if you're gonna tell the babies, that we built this country, what you're telling them is that we only came here as slaves, and that's not the history of Africans. I'm sorry.
So what
I don't mean built literally.
I'm sorry.
Just built literally.
I'm sorry.
I don't just mean built literally. I mean all around. Our inventions, our spirit. This place does not have culture without us, the natives, and like America, like white people in America don't have culture. It's all us. Like we spiritually, physically, mentally, we built this. So that's what I'm saying about that. So it's not just a matter of only building up Africa. I feel like they're both ours. I feel like we build them they're our shits to take. They're both ours.
Can I say this, baby? The world is ours. I'm not saying that just America. Let me tell you. Can I say this? Because when you look at when I went to school and I learned that you got Europeans and you have Asians and but then when I went back and I started really getting into the African culture, I start seeing our culture everywhere that predates the culture who they say originally. Well, if you go into their culture and their history, who we call Asians and Europeans, you realize that they're not native to that land. They even have a history telling you when they got there. You feel me? So my point is, and Africans are not native to what you would call Europe or what you call Asia, but we have history saying that what I'm saying is, if we're not teaching our babies this history, that we are not slave. This is even when you say white, this is something added to that they added to basically oppose us. They want to be ops now because we already had black. Before there was we had so many things that alluded to black before, you know what I mean? And I don't really want to go into all of that. I just want the babies to understand, the children to understand, because that's where it starts. That's the only way you fix a nation. You know what I mean? You realize you get to me personally, we'll only build a nation around understanding how important the black woman is to us, our mamas, our aunties, our grandmas, our sisters, right? And understanding how special they are to us, not, because of, and I don't want to be what they call sexist or misogynist, but because of what they bear, right? And that brings a nation, right? But when you bring them babies in here, what are we teaching them and what are they seeing and what are they, because they asking questions, why are our people like this? Not just, they got YouTube, why are our people like this? And what we going to tell them? Because our votes ain't right? No, man, they miscalculated the vote. They don't want to hear that because they're going to say, what, the first year, second year, third year, we going in 50 years. And they learn in school, right, that, okay, bubble maps and 20-year plans, 10-year plans, 5-year plans. And they saying, well, damn, if y'all been trying this for 50 since how long we was able to vote? So they just like, mama, how long you been going to church? How long you been praying?
That's true.
They feel like, wow, I can't. My mama is a
we was like that.
Joint.
We was like
I went to a Christian academy school. So we went to a Christian academy school. So I'm just saying, as long as
I went for 2 years now, before the streets start painting the narrative.
Whoa. Y'all niggas want to
first and second grade.
Yeah, I went to a Catholic school too.
Yeah.
No,
First and second grade, Shifty. But that explains a lot
Not
of difference
all years,
between.
but
Let me.
for my freshman year.
Because he's gonna try to paint a narrative.
Why is he
That's
so
what Shifty
shy?
do.
no,
Shifty, I'm back
y'all
on the headphones.
niggas went to Christian and Catholic schools, and y'all
Yeah, I
be
went to
popping that
Catholic school.
Watch
gangster
this. I
shit to
got
me.
it. I got
But you don't go for the religion. You go to just a better school.
Shifty, no. Whenever
Y'all
you're done.
went to
Whenever
Catholic
you're
and
done.
Christian
Are you
schools,
done?
y'all
No.
popping shit to me.
It's not
The
about.
floor is
It's not about
yours.
I've been
religion.
to
It's
public
about the
school all my
schooling.
life.
The floor is yours. No, clearly. But the floor is yours. Go ahead. Let me know when you're done.
I mean,
Go
CJ
ahead,
didn't
get
go to
off.
one either now.
Go ahead and get your khaki
done?
and collar shirt wearing shit off, nigga. Get your shit off.
I'll have you know, if you will, is the floor mine? Is the floor mine, sir?
Do you think khaki and collar?
I don't know.
Yeah, we had to tuck him in.
Yeah, all right. Khaki and collar. Oh, he said khaki.
I mean, I had love.
Khaki and collar.
Is
what he said.
Right.
It was the blue.
And we had the
and
duck.
Drayton wore the corduroys.
But we
I
had-
remember. No,
right.
listen. Anyway,
Right.
so
Duckhead.
I
had
went
Duckhead.
to the Miracle Academy Preparatory School.
Right.
Home of the
Maps.
Was it War Eagles or something like
We
that?
were the Eagles.
It was the Eagles.
Maps.
Right? And it was its second year in existence.
Right.
And Shifty Rogers, the reason you
Black
look
built.
crazy, because it was black owned.
Right.
And it was in 1998.
But I know a
Right.
lot
Hold
of
on.
people that went to
Excuse
Miracle
me.
Academy.
Russellville, South
I went to
Carolina.
Miracle Academy.
Well, that's
But
what you just
I
did.
didn't know you went to Miracle Academy.
Down in
I didn't know you went to
It's
Miracle
still
Academy.
open
though.
too.
I am the low country on the
my
low,
niece
but
go
you
there.
don't know that yet. You are discovering with every episode who Julz Jones is.
my
We are
God.
learning each other, Shifty.
Because
We're learning
you went
each
to
other.
Miracle Academy in Berkeley.
Because if you went, you know. If you went, you know. You know, Miss.
I'm the man in every department you just named, so I ain't worried. But
though,
you used to wear khakis.
Shout out
and
to Miss
collar shirts
Boone.
and
Taught me how to read. You heard? That's all I'm gonna
Right.
say.
Miss
But
Middleton.
we had in first grade at this black-owned educational institution, we had math books that had multiplication, algebra, all. I'm talking about
All in
first
one book.
grade.
It's
I was
one book.
reading chapter books, bro.
In
When I
one
came
book.
back to elementary school, I'm not gonna say which one, but it was located in Cross. You see what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say which one.
Which one? Which one?
It was
There's only
located in
one.
Cross. You fill in the blank. But when I came back to elementary school in third grade, I led the league in AR points. You know why? Because I was reading on the 8th grade level. Was you reading on the 8th grade level? I can predict not.
I was always reading above my grade level. Hey, KK, that nigga was number one in his class for the last 10 years, bro. He's a nerd.
He's smart.
You didn't know that. Yeah,
First
he's a
of
nerd.
all,
I'm a nerd too, bro.
No, I was not in the
You know
top
what I
10
did
of
all
my
weekend?
class.
Yeah, I
No, I
wasn't
was
in
not.
the top of nothing.
I had
Yes, you was.
My
Jules. You
GPA was
number three.
trash in high school.
You was number 3.
I was like
You was
3.4.
number 3 in your
I had a
class.
3.4 GPA
You was-
in high school. You can look it up.
But what's wrong with him being smart? You
No,
see,
ain't
you
nothing wrong with being a
perpetuate.
nerd. That's my dog.
Oh, okay.
Don't my nerd.
Hey, KK, ask him who got suspended more in high school, me or him.
Who got? Well, I know I got suspended a lot, so I
The
can't talk
nerd.
shit. But who got
I ain't
suspended
get
more?
suspended. I got in trouble, sent to ISS. It was never.
Oh, you did
suspended.
ISS? That's cute. Fox, he did ISS.
That's cute.
Yeah, send me home.
Hey,
Everybody
Fox,
did
he had to
ISS,
clean.
boss.
He had to clean the lunch tables.
yeah,
If you was
community
somebody,
service,
if
no,
you was
let me-
somebody in my school, you did ISS. It was no hard.
You ain't had to take them 5 days. You ain't never took them 5 days for.
No,
Just will say
Nah, I
take
ain't
5
never had to
days.
do that.
Oh well, you ain't gang
Yeah,
gang like that.
push-ups
You,
at the practice or something like that. Oh my gosh.
you ain't gang. You ain't take them 5 days. You know what I'm
Nah, I
saying?
did. Yeah, he don't know about that life. I did. I did
when they go
OSS
from when
too.
they go from wearing khaki, see, when you see the public school system your whole life, it don't phase you. But when you go from a Christian school to public, you get starstruck and shit. You ain't used to all of the ratchetness and stuff. That's all.
Shut your rubbish.
It was hurting him at
Shut
first. He
your
was
rubbish.
starstruck.
He's talking that rubbish.
he
I'm
was
gonna pass the
starstruck.
headphones back to Fox, but we're
No.
gonna continue. Episode 38, the Fox episode. We have Connie here.
Ooh.
Listen, Connie's gonna tell y'all
My
about this
loving.
dish that she cooks. I'm not gonna let her tell y'all how to make it, but oh my god, it involves white rice and what kind of meat?
With chicken.
But what is the meal called?
Oh, adobo? Chicken adobo?
Chicken adobo. You ever had chicken adobo, KK?
I have not.
Oh my god. I gotta get you some chicken. Well, no I don't. Shifty Rogers, because KK's a vegan, so she's not gonna eat the chicken.
Nice.
She'll eat the
Spring rolls?
Spring rolls, she'll have
spring rolls.
yeah.
She got spring rolls for you. KK, she got spring rolls for you.
Okay,
Don't you
I
worry.
like spring rolls. I do
All
like spring rolls.
All right, so you in the game. We are here. Now Shifty Rogers.
KK, you vegan?
Yeah,
I'm more vegetarian, but I try to go vegan some days.
Oh,
she like a little meat, but not a lot of meat.
you like a little meat, not a lot of meat. You know what I mean?
No, I'm pretty sure I just said vegetarian.
That's
Vegetarian
what
is
that
no
mean.
meat.
Like certain meat.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like no meat.
Look, I'm passing the headphones to Kate. I mean,
Y'all talk about that a lot. Y'all weird, bro.
So rude.
KK,
Listen to playback. Y'all say the words, not me. Y'all
KK,
say
I don't know
the words.
why I
I'm
thought
waiting.
you
We're
talking
gonna
about the
get a
meat.
KK,
too.
don't
I
be
ain't thought you
painting
talking about-
narratives.
yeah,
We're
We're
I
gonna get a
wasn't
counter
thinking
on how many times y'all bring it up.
you remember when we said we're not
Nah,
painting
KK.
narratives no more? We're not painting no narratives.
No.
Keep our meat intake so low, man. Ain't too much with them.
Right. I don't even know what.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't even know what number jersey anymore. But Fox, here you go. Here you go, Fox.
Okay.
Tell us where your story begins. Where were you? Where are you from originally?
I'm originally from Newark, New Jersey, from the bricks. I moved down South Carolina, Big Woods, Pineville, South Carolina. I moved out. I was like, what? How old we were?
Initially when we first
I moved
came,
down south with this guy right here. Actually,
that first car
my
ride.
best friend. Yeah.
When my grandmother packed, I just remember my grandma being in the car. It was like I was like 5-6 years
Yeah.
old.
Right.
So that was like in the mid 90s.
Right.
Yeah, Shifty Rogers. This
He's
is
from Julz from New York. I was from Jersey.
Yeah.
He came pick me up. We took that ride. I already knew Julz from previous. That's fam. And,
I'm more EADYTOWN than both of y'all, but that's for another part. But I ain't worried
Yeah.
about
I mean, not really though, cause we cut. Well, we
Trust
listen.
me, Fox.
Huh?
I'm more
You hardly
EADYTOWN
circle.
than both of y'all. That's for another conversation.
You hardly circle.
I'm more
We friendship circle.
EADYTOWN.
why you gang banging?
than everybody.
That boy gang banging, man.
Hey, what's that?
I'm gonna tell.
I'm
Shut
trying to
the
let
hell.
you know I'm more
That boy that
EADYTOWN.
gang banging on the pod.
But nah, go ahead. No, get your shit off.
Shout
Fox.
out
Nah,
to
but
Circle,
yo,
some
my
real
bad.
Yeah,
ones
we
out
moved.
there.
Listen, I moved
Yes,
down
sir.
south. I'm from Carolina. I moved down south, EADYTOWN, as a youngin. You know what I mean? I came home. That's when it came home. Home outside of my environment, and like literally, I made home in every way I could. Listen, I mean, I know everybody in EADYTOWN. Everybody know me. That's like I built a family early. We used to sit around and watch Godfather.
We used to watch Bad Boys
Goodfellas.
1, right? We used to watch Bad Boys 1,
Yeah.
Shifty Rogers, and he always wanted to be Mike Lowry.
Mike Larry.
Because he was taller than me.
Right, yo, the Juice,
And I
Juice
had
was
big ears, but
Juice
that had
was
no,
Juice.
and I
Listen,
had big ears,
Man, you don't
bro.
got none of those picks, bro.
I don't got.
Listen,
I don't
Juice
got
had the
those.
ear, so he had to be Martin. And then like, low key, this pre-CJ. Yeah, this is. I was a kid.
You
right?
can't talk about nothing pre-CJ.
I was a
Nah,
kid, yo.
don't exist.
Come on, I mean,
Hey, don't
CJ,
let
that's,
the- oh,
that's
wait,
kinda
wait,
like
wait,
nasty,
wait.
because I was a child, CJ.
KK, please
Come
warn
on now.
Fox. whatever he says on the podcast will be held against him
How
in
you
the
here?
bedroom.
She here, KK. It's different. KK, come on now. She here.
Please tell him.
Nah, she's there. So you
Right.
got it out. She's there.
All right, thanks.
She can correct anything.
Right, correct it. See, man, I don't need no editor. Correct. Listen,
Nah, because Julz be talking wild and
that's
his
my
girl
dog.
ain't even
Listen,
there to
we
defend
potted.
it.
We janky. But look, what about? I was just gonna say, you know, listen. We moved down here. We made this home. I remember burying stuff in the ground. I remember like walking from our house to all the way to cross the Harley Circle. How about that?
We did walk the
How
Harley
about that?
Circle.
Yeah.
Yes, we
I
did.
remember
Get your
walking
shit off.
back when the bridge, back
Shout
when
out
we
to
had the steel
Twan.
bridge.
Shout out to
Boy.
my boy Twan.
Right.
Niggas walked from EADYTOWN to Harlem.
Hey,
Oh my God,
listen, that's
a
back.
fucking-
Hey, listen, your shot on that gold. Though,
KK,
was
that's an
crazy.
hour and a half walk. That's an hour and a half walk, KK.
Word,
What was
dead
that?
back. Yo,
That's an
listen.
hour and a half walk.
Oh man, we had good times in EADYTOWN.
It's
And
an hour
mid-
and a half
and that was
walk.
off the mid.
It's a 10-minute drive. It's a 10-minute drive, but it's an hour and a half walk.
Yeah, shoot, man. I remember like
That was the mid era
It'll make
too.
sense later.
yes, man. I remember like Thornhill, Quarter Bum, Dream Spot, Rachel's, Jenkins, seafood like EADYTOWN.
Boy,
Listen,
don't be talking about Rachel's
like,
and Jenkins like you from EADYTOWN.
man. Listen, see, like,
Stop,
hey,
boy.
hey, Shift. You remember Dream Spot?